Hello, 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 and welcome to the Easy Beasy podcast, where we love to keep it nice and easy. I am Zayo. As always, over there is the wonderful, awesome Brandon, and as well as Lauren. How you doing, Lauren?
Pretty good. Pretty good. How about you?
I'm all right. Brandon, what's up, man?
Pretty good, pretty good. I'm kind of tired of Zoom right now.
Yeah. Zoom, fix your app. Fix your app. That's all I'm gonna say. You know?
So I hope you guys are here, and we are live, but not in the other live. But I hope you guys are here.
Again, if you're listening to this afterwards, you're like, what are they talking about? But yeah, there was a thing we were like streaming accidentally. So if you caught that somehow, if you're one of the rare people that caught that, congratulations to you. You found a rare Pokemon. So
Yes, you did.
good on you.
A nice shiny Charizard.
Nice shiny Charizard. Very good, very good. What was the first? No, I'm sorry, not first. What was the last Pokemon game you guys played? Do you remember?
Pokemon Black.
That's racist. What about you, Lauren?
Pokemon Go, but I've never played actual Pokemon games prior to that. So don't get mad at me, fans.
No. The opposite. I was gonna say thank Lord, because I've never played a single Pokemon.
Hey, why'd you ask a question?
Because I wanted to know. Because I asked that. I mean, you mentioned Charizard, but I also asked that because, like, I don't know. It's literally so hard to find people who, like, I don't know, because everyone talks about it's weird. My relationship with Pokemon is weird. Everyone talks about it, how it's such an integral and deep part of their childhood, and like, oh my gosh, and Pokemon, and like it was a part of my childhood. Now, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not gonna say no, but like, it wasn't the same as with like everybody else, like, I don't know. Can one of you say the theme song off of memory?
I
like
want
the old
to be
anime.
the very best. Like no one ever.
Okay, that's you're making their ears bleed. You're making their ears bleed. That was actually that was a yes or no question.
So yeah, I used to watch it. I just never played any of them.
Yeah. Same. I know there's people listening to this like, oh my gosh.
I know,
like,
right?
So
I guess I'm the only one that really played from like Pokemon Red, Blue, Green, Yellow.
No, you're not the only one. No, Lauren and I are the outliers here.
Yeah, we're the rarities.
That's
rarities. Why I never say that, because people get so heated about.
They get so mad. They get
like, that just wasn't my childhood, bro. Okay.
So let's start here. So you've ever played Pokemon Red, Blue, Green? The three Pokemon you have choice are Charmander,
Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
No, Charmander, Bulbasaur, and
Squirtle.
The other was Squirtle. Thank you.
Oops.
Yeah, so if you were to play at the beginning, who would you choose as your starter Pokemon?
Charizard, because I'm Charmander because I'm basic.
Yeah.
I'm very basic.
I figured that the fire one would do more damage.
If it, I'm gonna say Charmander, Squirtle, and then Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is trash.
That's how it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't want.
Bulbasaur is trash, bro. I don't even. Again, like how can you know Bulbasaur is trash if you've never played? Listen, bro, Bulbasaur is trash, bro. It's obvious. Like, what are we talking about
He's
here?
A plant. He just throws plants at you. That's not gonna do much.
Like, bro, all I need to do is like not give him sun and oxygen or carbon dioxide, bro. He's gone, bro. Just like, come on, man.
Burn him. He's withered. What's he gonna do? Die?
I mean, pretty much. It's weird. Can Pokemon die? Can they die? This is very strange.
Yes,
they can. So they can't die. Say like if they get all the way to like 0 HP, right? All they do is they faint.
They go back. Yeah, they faint. Oh,
yeah, they faint.
Gosh,
and then you take them to the Pokemon Center and you get Nurse Joy.
Yeah, right. That's so bogus, bro.
They don't die.
That's so bogus. Like, I mean, thinking about it now, it's like, wow. Like, it's so obvious
actually,
they did that.
Hold on. What? If you think about it, some Pokemon do die because in Pokemon, the original Kanto region, there's one town called the Lavender Town. So there is the Pokemon Tower where there are dead ghosts of Pokemon to like the spirit of the ghost. So they do die, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy theory, guys. Drop all your Pokemon conspiracy theories in the comment section. We'd love to hear them. This is your one time you're allowed to post any conspiracy theories. We're giving you that permission. But yeah, speaking of conspiracy theories, I've been going through a lot of them lately when it comes to this whole Kanye debacle. Now I ranted to my friends over here yesterday. I'm a lot calmer now, right? Okay. I'm not gonna rant right now. But I just want to say, Kanye, if this ever gets to you, how dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you play with the man's emotions like this, man? You know,
I can. What do you mean?
I cannot begin to express the emotional roller coaster that is this album rollout. Now, for those of you who don't know, Kanye West is dropping his 10th LP called Donda. Yeah, supposedly. I'm sorry. He supposedly is going to drop his 10th LP, Donda. Funny enough, there was actually a Billboard, a New York, what was it called? What is that Billboard? Street called? No. Times Square. Thank you. There was a ad on Times Square, saying, yeah, Donda out now, on all streaming platforms right now. And just like, bro, what's with the cap? Like, it is literally not on any streaming platform.
Where that though?
Where that though? Don't Donda, more like Donde Esta is the album, bro. Like, I can't do that. Let me calm down. Anyway, listen. Hey man, I just, it's been crazy. I mean, he's rented out. He's been living in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium for weeks now. Nobody knows if he's still there or not. I don't think he is.
I don't think he is.
He's paid $1 million per day, right, to stay there.
To live in a janitor's
closet. The memes have been hilarious. He had a live stream that went all the way up until Friday. Friday comes, there's no album. Everyone's like, where's the album? Saturday comes, there's no album. Sunday, now there's no album. And the issue is, this man has given 2 release dates and they've both been incorrect. So now,
I don't think they're incorrect. He just changed his mind.
Therefore, they are invalid.
They're invalid.
They're invalid. So now, this is where, like, his fans, like, now because they have no idea what to think and who to believe. Now there's all these conspiracy theories going around, and like, the meme with the guy who has like a bunch of pictures on like a whiteboard, and he's like looking crazy, like from what's that show called? It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Is that where it's from?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So that meme, that's how it's looking like right now. Like, even the CEO, president, CEO, I believe he's still the CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey. He said, bro, basically, why don't you just, he's putting in the work for the people, right? Because he's like, bro, just release it, and then just, if something needs fixing, just like update it, bro. Like, just you know what I mean? Just release the album. That's not good enough. And I like what he did there, bro. I like how he tried to finesse. I like that. But the issue is, I don't even think this joint exists anymore, bro. I just think it was a figment of our imagination.
Didn't you hear some of it?
I don't think so. At this point, I'm even questioning if I even heard what I heard, bro, because it sounded amazing. And I was like, oh, it's done. And it's not here. So, and then Mike Dean, I don't know if y'all know who Mike Dean is, but he's an absolute legend in the music industry. But Mike Dean went on and posted on Twitter asking fans what version of one of the songs that they wanted yesterday. And so people just started flooding replies. Like we
just want the song.
Bro.
Just give us the song.
Bro. So in conclusion, I say all this to say you guys can look up the whole timeline of everything. If you've been following the situation, you already know exactly what's happening. They actually dropped that song, the so-called song called Hurricane. They actually dropped it and then took it back off of streaming services.
Are you serious?
Earlier today, yes. So at this point, like I don't know what to do. My sanity is almost gone.
Did you try to quick download it like most people try to do?
Oh no, I already have the. Oh well, I mean, for TOS purposes, I would never do that. That's wrong. It's illegal, you know. But in a video game, I would. Like if I was playing a video game, you know, and I went to
so like
go and download it, I would.
Did you?
Oh, in a video game, yeah, totally. You know, yeah, I was playing a video game and I just like I downloaded the version of it, yeah, and it's I don't know. At this point, bro, I just want the album, man. Like, I can't do this anymore.
I mean,
if this man gives dates and then he lies and then he
if it's as good as you say it is, though, and being that he's been with Kim so long and like you know his music has been a little wonky while he's been with her. And it's as good as you say it is. Maybe he just wants to revel in it for a minute, you know, and just be like, wow, I'm back to making bangers after bangers again. Like maybe he just wants to sit in it, marinate.
You know what? That is the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life. And that's exactly why it sounds so plausible. Now that you say it sounds so plausible, dude. It sounds so. This is something that's exactly something he would do. So you know what? Shout out to Kanye for ruining my hopes and dreams.
Well, let's give an homage to the OG at ruining hopes and dreams, the queen herself, Rihanna, you know, the one who started this, you know, music. I'm going to drop something and never does. It's been like, what, years? Okay, you can wait a couple more days.
Yeah, a couple more days, bro. Because if you really know the history of this album, bro, this album was supposed to be out like 2 years ago. But yeah, a couple more days. Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes. Guys, I do not want to bore you with it is actually insane that we have gotten to this point. The whole thing from start to finish, from like the fact, bro, he could scrap the album tomorrow, bro, and it's just like whatever. Because that's what Kanye does.
And
he's the most impulsive human being of all time. But guess what? I'm hungry, bro. I haven't eaten in 2 years. I need to eat. I'm starving. I'm starving.
You're going to take what your daddy going to give you. Come on, get it together.
Speaking of artists, you know, I know we haven't heard from her for a long time, but you heard that Lord's coming back.
Is she?
Yeah.
At this point, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. At this point, I'm sorry.
I think
Kanye's ruined it for everyone.
Should she though?
If she wants to, of course. I don't see. Here's the thing, right? If you like take a hiatus and you go ghost and then you come back like years later, that's fine. Right. Yeah, if you want to come back, cool. But don't like throw hints and throw like, you know, teasers and throw whatever. And then like don't
Rihanna
do anything.
Saying that she has an entire album that she can drop at any moment, but doesn't, but ends up going to make. No, because this woman is worth 1.7 billion now. She's now the richest female musician. They said female musician. That was painful because if we're gonna be realistic. Is she really a musician right now? No, this woman's a politician. She has a makeup line, a clothing line. She tried to start a furniture line. Not sure how that's going. And she can't drop a crumb of music.
I just want to preface this by saying that I'm being mostly satirical with my rage. Like, I understand, like, you know, like, these artists are multifaceted. They do a bunch of different things. They're human. They have lives. They do. You know, it's incredible, especially when you get to that level of success. It's like, yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just saying I'm going to be unapologetically selfish. Okay. And demand that if I don't get an album in the next 24 hours, I'm suing your entire estate, bro. So like, what's good? You know, I got lawyers on standby.
I feel like some of us should get together and like low-key boycott Fenty until we get one song, but also her clothing and her makeup is just too good to do such a thing. But I think we could hold her for ransom, you know, hold the company for ransom and we get one song, just one.
Look,
you don't even have to do the whole song, just the chorus. Just the chorus. Just
something
the instrumental.
To hold me it's something,
No, I just need her just, a little hee in the background with the music, I'm fine. Anything.
Look, Rihanna is my wife, so when she comes home later
tell
tonight,
your wife to come and make music again. I don't need her
I'll talk with her.
I don't need her music and TV shows. I need a song. I need it today.
Yeah.
You need to be fed. I need to be fed, boy.
Speaking of more artists, these YouTube rappers and stuff, they seem to improve because KSI just had a song with Lil Wayne.
Oh, KSI is in there as far as like
he's popping. I think he just had a #1 album or #1 track in the UK, I think.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to KSI. Like we had this conversation like a long time ago.
No, I don't think so. Not with me.
No, bro. About like artists crossing over from YouTube to music.
Okay, but KSI seems to be doing pretty good. He's like one of the.
So he's definitely done that. I mean, and
Lil Wayne, Trippie Redd.
I mean, so I will say this though, like doing a feature with like a big artist isn't like a guaranteed anything. Because there are a lot of songs like with big artists who've done features with people you guys don't know.
But it's definitely nobody really knows about.
But it is 100%. Like I'm not downplaying that whatsoever. As a matter of fact, like I think what's really going to help KSI is when he starts to like really make that, because really with any musician it's like you have to kind of make that your identity for a little bit. Like that kind of has to be like like at least for a certain period of time. Like you can go in and branch off and do other stuff like a lot of artists do, that we talked about, but it's still, he still wants to, of course he wants to get to the point where he's considered a musician or an artist first and foremost. And when that happens, I mean, he already has the backing and following to support him through that.
Yes.
So it's definitely like I said, it's a semi unconventional route, but at the same time, in today's society, it's becoming less and less unconventional. Like people have done that, like Joji, did I say it right? Formerly Filthy Frank. KSI. Was Doja Cat on YouTube before, or was she an artist before?
She was an artist through and through, but she posted strictly to YouTube before.
Mocha.
Yeah. She didn't get famous until after Moo.
Right. So, by the way, that song's hilarious.
Love
But
it.
yeah, I mean, so shout out to him, man. I mean, he drops when he says he's going to drop. So I have no slander on this name. I have nothing to say. I have nothing. What am I supposed to say to this man? He drops his music on time, bro. That's literally the standard that I have set. Okay, you drop your music when you say you're going to drop it, bro. You're good.
You're good. But you don't, then you're not.
You don't. Then see me, catch me outside. All right, how about that? Okay, catch me outside. Someone asked a question. And they said, if Pokemon are the only prevalent animals in the Pokemon universe, what do humans eat as meat?
Well, they do have their own food they make in the game.
But where is the food coming from, though? If
that's a good
Pokemon
question.
Are the only prevalent animals,
that might be where the dead Pokemon come from.
Oh, conspiracy! Hold on.
we're diving a little deep in this now. Hold on a second.
You better stop. The police are gonna come to our doors. Calm down.
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Who else? The animators and everything.
It's like a guy. It's like a guy in a Mario costume, just like knocks on your door. As soon as you open the door, he just starts beating you up.
Luigi staring inside of your window, watching.
With a baseball bat. Just tapping a baseball bat against his hands. All menacingly. Just got Toad in the getaway car.
Donkey Kong's waiting for you. He's outside.
Yeah. No, Donkey Kong's waiting for you in jail, bro. He runs the prison. That man's a prison warden, bro. Hey, listen, don't drop any soap around Donkey Kong. That's all I'm saying. Already. No, like, no, dude, I don't know. That's a good question. I thought there were like regular animals in Pokemon,
no,
but if there aren't,
I don't think there is any, because all you can see are Pokemon. Some of these Pokemon, they realistically look like the animals you see.
Even if you watch the show, they're like I never seen real animals.
Not one single real animal. Like Pikachu,
that's all they encountered.
Yeah, like Pikachu is supposed to be a mouse. Rattata is supposed to be like a mouse and a rat. Pidgey is supposed to be a bird, of course. Charmander.
There's even a monkey Pokemon and like
there's and a cow, and there's chicken, there's roosters. There's equal.
All the animals are like all the Pokemon are based off of real animals, but they are no real animals.
Yeah, so chop up a Pokemon. You
might not be wrong. Yeah.
Chop up a Pokemon. Eat it.
Oh, children! I'm sorry if your childhood
have some roast Rattata.
All right, I'm sorry if everyone's childhood is ruined now. Someone said Justin Bieber originally was a YouTuber. Is that true?
Yes, he started on YouTube with his music. Yes, that's how they found him.
So he was just posting music onto YouTube, and
someone, I think it was a famous person, they found him and scouted him.
I know Usher was is given a lot of credit for discovering him, but I don't know if he's the actual person that discovered him. I feel like it's someone else, but we'll just go with Usher for now, I guess. I'm sorry if that's incorrect, but yeah, I think Usher was the one that kind of found him and brought him into the, and he kind of blew up and stuff.
Speaking of that, it brings up my childhood memories of like how I used to be so obsessively into stars when I was younger, specifically Selena Gomez, and I rooted like her initial like downfall of like no longer being like such a good person in media's light because of Justin Bieber, because once they got together, just things were not going well for her anymore. So I used to hate him so much just because of their relationship. It was bad.
Looking back on it, like that man got so much hate for like really no reason. He got so much hate. Not like I'm talking about the initial hate. Like, you know what I mean?
The haircut.
Yes, because of the haircut and the baby, the song, and I mean, it was kind of like people just hated him because I don't know, because can anyone explain why?
I can't. I genuinely can't, because all I remember is one time I didn't even know of his existence until I moved to a new middle school. I just got there, and some random kid walks up to me, some little girl, and just goes, "Do you listen to Justin Bieber?" And I go, "No, I don't know who that is." And she goes, "You see that kid's haircut? He has one just like him. Don't like Justin Bieber. He sucks," and walked away. And I lived by that. I just did. And then as soon as I realized who he was and that he was with my favorite artist, I hated him even more ever since. Like, it was just uncanny hate from little girls for no reason, to be honest.
It's either hate or love, because you're either obsessed with hating him or obsessed with loving him. Like,
that's why most of the little girls hate everyone. I can't have him, you can't have him. All the little girls like, I want him.
Someone said, but a lot of people hated him due to mob mentality. Yeah,
makes sense.
I think I would attribute it to mob mentality. Like, once everyone starts hopping on the train, like the hate train, like it's,
it just kept going, because even news sources would hate on him. And if you look back at it now that we're older, like, he was just a kid getting used to being in the media light.
Yeah,
it's hard for people with the kids going through this like at a young age, actor, actress.
Right, he was only like 13 when he started.
And you know what's crazy? Like, you see this all the time with like people who get into the spotlight at a young age, like how easy it is for them to get messed up by that. Like, I know for like, like Macaulay Culkin, he was going through it for a while, right? Like, with like all the stuff he issues and all that, and like he's finally in a good place. Supposedly, you never really know, but he's in a good place now apparently. And I don't know, like, let me pose this question. If you're a parent, right, and you see that your child has an opportunity to become like famous or blow up or whatever, like there's a clear path to that, would you push them to pursue that? If you would, how hard would you push them? Or if you wouldn't, why wouldn't you want to do it?
I'm not a parent, but can I answer?
No, I'm just asking a hypothetical. Like,
I'm about to say,
I wanted to see what you guys
personally,
think.
if I did have a child, if they wanted to do something like that, like if I saw potential in them and I gave them the opportunity to, and if they wanted to, then I would, but I wouldn't push them any harder than they wanted to go for, because the industry is dirty in the sense of pedophiles and such. And not even just that, but mental health should always be a top priority when it comes to a child, because if you push them too hard into something, especially being something that makes them money, they're going to break. Look at how many child stars, Disney kids, even Nickelodeon kids end up growing up and just losing it. And even if they don't lose it, they just end up with pent-up trauma. Look at Jeanette McCurdy. She refuses to go back to iCarly just because of whatever happened between her and the old producers.
Yes.
Right. There's too much stuff going on for children to push them into that sort of thing if they're not comfortable with it.
So you wouldn't do it?
If they wanted to, I would, but I'd be very careful. Like, that's like very sensitive.
Okay, Brandon, I want to know what you think.
Oh, that's a good question. So, like, of course, like if they have, if they want to do it, I'll let them do it. But I want to take it too far. Like Lauren said, I want to peer pressure them to go like, keep doing it, make me some money. That's what your parent, especially if you're a parent. I can see, hey, I see potential in my kid. He can do this. He could make us some money. I want to do that. I was like, if you want to do it, I'll support you. But when you feel like it's not, come back. You go find something else.
You guys make very valid arguments. I will say, from my perspective, it's very difficult because on one hand, you want to say, ideally, yeah, like, okay, my kid wants to do it. If they say, hey, I want to do this, and you're like, okay, support what they want to do and all that. But on the other hand, they don't know that all the stuff that we're talking about, like that goes on around it, right? Like all the potential risks and all that. And even if you try as hard as you can to protect your kid from that, there's no guarantee, that you'll be able to. So I don't know, man. It's such a difficult thing. I would say, like, I wouldn't like. I don't know. I really honestly don't know, because again, it's such a difficult thing, because you don't want to put your kid in an environment that you're basically, because once you put them in the spotlight, it's very difficult to have them like focus on being just a kid.
And like that is that, but they'll never get back out of the spotlight either.
Yeah, I mean, that's especially if and again, it depends, because fame is definitely works on a tiered level. There's levels to fame and all that. But like, if you're like, if your kid's like a Disney star, or like, like on one of these shows and you're like massive, and people, know who they are wherever you go around, like I don't know. That sounds terrifying, bro. I don't know if it's just me, but like, that's like,
because it's a lot at stake, and it's a lot of pressure too, because you might not be giving your kid a lot of pressure to be in this thing that they are, but the producers and the other people around them will. So it's a lot of factors. It's not like you can protect them from the other people they'll be working with. And not even just that, I feel like it's also an issue of how young your child is going into these things, and also how you raise them, because a lot of parents shield their children from so many things in life that they don't know what things are actually right and wrong for adults to do with them.
Yeah.
So like, it depends on how much you're willing to tell your child about the dangers of the world before you put them in an industry like that, because they'll let anything. Someone could give your kid drugs and they wouldn't know any better, because they're just like, well, everybody's doing it and they're young. There's things that you have to teach them at certain ages if you're going to push them into something like that. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
I would rather just go the other route and force my kid to do athletics and force them to live out my dream. Force them to live out my dream of getting in the NBA. So
if I find out your kid is unhappy, I will conjugate with them to kidnap them and set them free of your tyranny.
Are you confessing to a crime that you will commit at a further date? This is
in a video game.
Evidence.
In a video game, I would
use this recording as evidence.
We have evidence. No. We have evidence.
Number one. Speaking of sports, didn't mean to segue away from that, but that was an interesting conversation. But someone asked basketball question. Okay, so Lauren, this is your expertise. This is your.
Oh no, I'm tapping out.
This is your area of expertise here. What do you think of all the new trades and offers? Example: Russell Westbrook going to the Lakers, DeMar DeRozan and Lonzo Ball going to Chicago, Kyle Lowry going to Miami. You want to take this one first, Brandon? I think you should.
Oh man, when I heard that Russell was going to Lakers, I had a little bit of mixed feelings. On a weird trade, but with LeBron on the team, I can see they could probably work together, but we just got to see how it plays out to the next season. Yeah. But for all the other trades, I didn't really listen to the NBA draft that much because I've been working so freaking hard.
Yeah. I mean, so I will say this. The trade was announced, and obviously that corner of the internet that hates Westbrook is all like, oh my gosh, he's trash, he's terrible. Why would you do this? Blah, blah. Then there are the people who aren't high on him, and they're like, okay, or his fit with LeBron. They're like, all right, well, he can't shoot the ball, so how are they gonna fit? Blah, blah, blah. And then there are the people who are just like stars, star power. Oh, they have 3 stars, super team, ultimate mega team. Look,
man, it was like that for the Miami Heat when they were like Dwayne Wade.
And Bosh and LeBron. Yeah. I will say this, right? The way that they constructed the roster after the trade was very smart because they put a lot of shooters around them, around the big 3 stars. Russell Westbrook is my favorite player. I don't know if this is not public knowledge, but it should be public knowledge. Russell Westbrook is my favorite player. You want to know who my second favorite player is?
Sure.
LeBron. So the fact that both of them are on the same team is so crazy to me, but it also is very scary because if they lose, all right, the slander will be astronomical. And I don't think I have enough Twitter fingers, bro, to handle all this on my Lauren, you might have to help me out, bro. I only have 2 Twitter fingers, you know what I'm saying?
You're gonna have to tell me what to say, but
listen, this is gonna be it's gonna be a war, man. All right, it's gonna be a war. Yes. Listen.
Speaking of, I have a dumb question to ask.
Go ahead.
So why do they trade people? What's the point? Why can't they just stay on their original team?
Because sometimes either the team is like, all right, this player, we tried them out, they don't really fit with us.
How to change it?
Let's change things up. Or B, they feel like they can get an even better player, or even better people in from someone else.
Especially
who's not
when it
really...
comes to the sports, college basketball, college football, baseball, it gives kids a chance to get drafted.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a lot of reasons why, but it's mostly just to get better.
So basically,
put you in a position to get better.
Yeah, they just will make your team 100. Try to get you the average that you want to see them play. So the better your athletes, the better your team. If not, then that's on them.
Someone said, I'm glad Jimmy Butler and Kyle Lowry are playing together. Okay. All right. Jimmy Butler and Kyle Lowry play for the Miami Heat. I've had this debate a few times about Miami. Okay. I've never been to Miami. All right. Have either of you been to Miami? Just want to ask real quick. No.
Not at all.
Okay. I just want to put that question out there. Can someone explain to me what the deal with Miami is? Can someone explain to me what? Because whenever someone explains it to me, this is what they tell me. Oh, go ahead. Before I say it.
Okay, so what I think is about Miami, it's just like the party city in Florida, right? You know,
okay,
it's hot. You know,
okay.
Also there's some stuff down there that you can see that you won't be able to see like in Panama or Tampa or say Jacksonville. But Miami is like the hot city down there.
Yeah. Lauren, do you have any reasoning?
Not at all.
Not at all. Because, yeah, I mean, Brandon, you hit the nail on the head. Like, I was having this conversation with my friend, and they were like, "Oh, where would you want to go, like, for your birthday if you like had there's like a for your ideal birthday?" And we were talking about like places and stuff, and they brought up Miami, and I was like, that's cool. But like, what are we gonna do in Miami? I was genuinely asking. I wasn't saying like Miami's a bad place. I was genuinely asking because I've never been there, so I don't know.
I don't know. And
I think it's just a lot of party places.
And so that's basically, it was like, oh, partying and other things. and other things. And I'm like, all right, but why is that so? And the weather, and I'm like, okay, but what is like specific to Miami that is like you know what I'm saying? Because like you can get that stuff like in a lot of other cities. You know what I mean? Like it's not like it's just like okay. I was saying this, and I made this argument. If you go to Vegas, right, what are you going there for?
Gambling, baby.
You're going there to gamble. He made the argument. He made the argument that outside of the strip, like what are there to do in Vegas? You don't do anything, right?
Go see a couple of magic shows, gamble.
I mean, no, because they have gambling. They have the zip lines. They have other places to party at. There is other things to do. Yeah, I specifically know this because my mother lives near there. I can go there more often now, so I get to hear about that, which is pretty lit.
But like, and then I was like, okay, so then what is okay? If that's the case, all right, then what do you? Again, I kept asking that question, and the answer I kept getting was just the vibe. As a matter of fact, someone in the comments just said, I like Miami 70s and 80s vibes only. Example, music history, such as the Cartels, Mafia, etc. The vibe. So I'm going there so Miami is just good because of the vibe. That's not good enough for me. So let's say, is that a hot take? That's not good enough? I need a better explanation. Like every city has a different vibe. Every you know what I'm saying? Like you can't just say it has a vibe and expect me to be sold. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Like there was a whole big argument, and like it was like I grew through heads and I was talking crazy, but like I'm like, yo, you gotta sell me a little bit higher, man, on something else. Like, I don't know. Like please, if someone in the comments can sell me on Miami, I've never been. All right, like if the appeal is just, oh, you get to party everywhere. I mean, okay.
Now see. A better place in Florida would be Orlando. Now that
what? Because of Disneyland?
No, not
Disney World. I'm sorry, Disney World
as well. They have a Cartoon Network amusement park as well as the hotel and the beaches. I don't even like beaches, but their water's pretty clear. Okay, I could mess with some Orlando.
Have you been to Orlando?
Yes, I have actually.
I don't know the exact. Isn't Orlando like in Central Florida or like in kind of?
I'm a woman. I'm not good at directions, so we can't.
I don't know.
All right.
So Miss Geography over here. You know.
All right. Yeah, Miss Geography over here doesn't know where Orlando is, even though she says it's the best city. So, but I mean, I don't know. Like again, I won't like judge for sure until I go there, right? But I'm just annoyed at the fact that no one can just explain to me in like a specific way, like in a like a cohesive way, like what exactly am I going to Miami for? Like I need an explanation.
So I'll go,
but like no, not. Yes, Lauren, I'm going right now. I have my suitcase packed up.
I know, not not
I'm
right
headed
now,
out.
but I'm just saying you originally said for your birthday. So my next question was, you really gonna go and not invite me? Really?
All
How
right.
come this
Now
is the
this is
first
this
time I'm hearing about
this was the other part of the argument. I said I didn't want to like travel too far, like because he asked me from like about my ideal birthday, right? And I said, and I'm gonna pose this question to you guys, like what your ideal birthday is. But I said, bring all of my friends together, right? We get on a party bus, okay, and then we just go out and do a bunch of stuff all day. I not I don't have anything specific in mind, like specific stuff, right? I had a few things, but I can't remember them. But because the main thing for me is like I have a few like different friend groups that like have never interacted with each other, so I just felt like it would be hilarious to like see everybody together, like my college friends, my high school friends, like and see how everybody match up. I just thought that'd just be the most hilarious thing.
That
So I was
would
like,
be pretty funny. I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie.
like you guys can just spend all day like roasting me in different ways. It would just be hilarious. I'm totally down. That's literally, I know that's what it's gonna turn into. So I'm embrace it, right?
Right, because you're gonna be like what, 5 1/4?
All right, moving on. Brandon, what do you think? What's your so that was where the whole conversation was coming from. Wait, actually, before that, someone said Florida itself is considered a remote alien planet that should be separate from the U.S. So much crazy stuff happens every day in Florida for no absolute reason. You know what?
That is true, because Florida has some crazy ass stuff that going down there.
Man.
You know what? Florida man. Shout out to Atlanta. Florida man, the Atlanta the show, by the way.
I would like to say though, honestly, to me, Florida has the same vibe as Cali, and I think it's just the weather and just the fact that the people just do whatever they want. And
I live in
they're better than
that was the other thing.
everyone.
Weather, like I live in Georgia. Like you can't tell me weather. You can't give that to me as an explanation. The weather here is like, you know what I'm saying? It's cool most of the time. It's like whatever. Like Florida, like I don't know. Is it not like humid and like hot and wet and like I don't know? Is that like
it's not the same because their whole you have to realize they have a coastline around their entire state basically, so it's not quite the same, and it is definitely hotter than Georgia.
That's what I'm saying. Like it is what's the weather outside right now? It is like like I don't want it any hotter than this.
During the summer, I'm gonna say if you go there during the summer, I remember the last time I went. I think it was year before last. When I went outside, it was one of those like I have to be submerged in water right now, otherwise I got like maybe 20 good minutes in me. Otherwise, I need a body of water in front of me. I
don't know. Every time I went to Florida, as like family trips, every time you start going down, all of a sudden it wants to fucking rain. Like what am I supposed to do on this day? Can't go out into the beach.
I was in the pool every day. No. Also, I would like to say another fun fact about Florida. They have alcohol in their Walmarts, and I'm not talking about wine like Georgia does. I mean full whiskey bottles. Vodka, like big bottles, different.
That's a Florida
brands,
man's secret weapon.
It's so wild. I didn't think that was possible to just go in a Walmart grocery store and have a whole section of the store dedicated to just alcohol.
And hence the creation of Florida Man.
Yeah. Definition of Florida.
And hence that is where Florida Man gets all of his energy, his
power,
all his power. What are both of you guys ideal birthdays? I'm actually curious. Like when I say ideal, I will put a caveat next to it and say it's ideal but realistic. Like I'm not.
Have three main ideas. So Brandon, please go first.
Since my birthday's next month, I just really want to chill with my friends because I haven't been out in the house. I haven't really been near any of my friends over years because all they ever see me was like near laying in a hospital or like Brandon's too sick to go anywhere, guys. What can we do with him? I just want to chill out with my friends in real life, get back to knowing, communicate, probably go out and eat. That's my normal stuff, Really can't do much for myself.
All right, just like a nice chill day,
And that's a nice chill day.
I respect that. Well,
Brandon, I would like to pitch my 3 birthday ideas to you.
All right, now here's the other end of the spectrum. All right, here we go. All right. Here we go.
On one hand, I have two main plans. These birthday ideas can double as first dates. I will say, they're brilliant ideas. My number one, to watch the stars. I want a full night, like near a lake or something, where you just get together with friends and just like sit under the night sky and vibe. I think it would be such a chill, nice thing to do. Except everyone has work, so nobody can get together during a nighttime, outing. Also, another nice thing, even though it's too hot in Georgia, which is why I didn't do it, I would love a nice get together and us have like a potluck picnic specifically. Like I want everyone to bring their own like dishes and come together to some nice little park and we have like a cool fun picnic together, all in cute outfits and stuff, take some photos, girly things. And then the last chill one, kind of just vibe together in a house, like a nice little chill house party.
House party.
I don't do enough of those.
House party, picnic / potluck, and then underneath the stars, around the campfire.
Fire. I would do that kind of stuff.
You can have that all in like one day, Sprinkle some other activities in there too.
Daytime we go to the park, have a little, eat out, and then go back to the house, chill, and have a party, at night.
Now some people are hearing this and are like, oh, I mean, nah, dude, like you guys are tripping. Like I would go out and just get wasted beyond belief, and I would just, fry my brains out and all that. And it's like,
though.
I look, like that's fine. Like you want to do that, good for you.
Yeah, but like. Over here, we just want to be, vibed out and chill.
It's not even that. It's not even that. Like you just get to, no, like I don't. Oof. All right. Hot take coming. hot take alert. All right.
I know what you're about to say, man.
Hot alert was a.
Where's the hot take alert. Y'all ready? Bro, like all of that is so overrated. All of that is so overrated. Like go out and just, get wasted and don't remember anything that happened the last night and whatever. When you get to a certain point, I'm not saying that there's no appeal. I don't understand how people do it, whatever. I'm not saying, I'm not, whatever. Everyone has their own different vibes or whatever. But the people who act like that is the only way that you can have a good time, that you cannot do it any other way, that is overrated. That is what I'm speaking on.
Yeah, I completely agree, because I remember back in high school where I was like so excited to turn 21. Like I was going to be like, I'm going to start drinking. It's going to be amazing. Like people used to hype that up so much just to start drinking and be like, I don't even want to, it's not that cool.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to go even further, bro. I'm going to say that like, if you think that that's the only way you can have fun, like I'm just gonna say, like, I feel like you're the boring person in this situation. Like I feel like you're a very boring person, like that you have to do that in order to have fun. Like there's no other, like you can't, you're so boring that you have to like get blackout drunk before you have a good time doing something. Like no. And
I would like to take this point further. I don't see the hype around clubbing and just getting wasted at different clubs. I don't get it. I don't see the hype in that. Maybe like going to like an event and like maybe you're sipping on something while you're just like vibing at the event. Sure. But just to like go out at night and just club hop and drinking, I don't understand that party culture.
I mean, again, I'm not saying I really want to stress this. I'm not saying I do not understand why people do it, or I'm not saying I'm not looking down on it or whatever.
Oh, I'm not looking down on it.
In a vacuum, yes, it is fun, but like to say that's like, you can't have fun without doing that, or like, that's the first thing you go to if you want to like do anything fun. Right. Like, nah, bro.
I'm specifically speaking about the people that are just like every weekend, like, all right, let's go clubbing again. Like that, I don't get it. I genuinely cannot understand how that's like the only thing you would think is fun. There's so many other things that I would jump to first.
Yeah.
So
I know there's some angry people out there. It's okay. We love you too. Moving on.
Probably the Floridians and the Californians.
We have some Florida men in the comment section. So no, I'm kidding. No, somebody. Okay, we're kind of hopping all over the place because we're getting a lot of different questions. I'm gonna ask this though: have you guys been keeping up with what's been going on in the Olympics?
Kind of
vaguely.
Yeah.
So I don't remember if we talked about this last week or the week before or anything like that. But did you guys know skateboarding?
Oh, I did. I was doing. It was me.
This is the first time the skateboarding is a part of the Olympics, and Tony Hawk is apparently a judge. Someone just said that in
I feel like
I did not know
very
that.
Disappointing. I feel like he must be very disappointed.
He's like, man, you guys aren't as good as me. Like, I'm literally the greatest of all time. You guys Tony can't Hawk. Be better than me. Like, what? Like, I'm Tony Hawk, bro. Like, if I was Tony Hawk, I'd be like, bro, I'm Tony Hawk. Like, I just go around.
Yeah, but instead, he's such a down to earth dude. Like, he doesn't even care.
He is.
I love that about him.
It's probably like you see the Olympians on skateboard, like, man, I can do something. Like, give me this. Watch me do this. I'm a ollie flip 360. Watch this. I'm gonna jump.
Dude, he's way too old for that, man. I'm sure I'm sure it's, bro. That's so crazy. Like you've been an athlete your whole life, and you can do all these moves, but your body's just like, nah.
Nope.
You know, like just getting older in general, and you try to do the same things you were trying to do when you were younger, and your body's just like, nah, bro.
Now, bro, not happening. Like, nope, my body gonna shut down.
I remember all the time. I used to be able to and this is not, I don't think this is an age thing. It's just me not, like working out as much as I should. But I used to be able to, put my legs like behind my head, like one of my legs behind my head. I used to be able to do that so casually. And now it's like, bro, if I lift my knee above my waist, it like takes maximum effort. And it's just like, yo, where did we go wrong? Where did
Knees
we go
above
wrong?
Your waist, sir. Just bending down.
Like,
matter of fact, waking up.
I feel so geriatric in the morning. I feel so I feel so geriatric just waking up in the morning. Like, it's just like my body, it will take my body legit hours before it like feels comfortable. Like, I have to wake up way before I get up, I don't know. Yeah. It's just strange. Aging is evil. Kill it with fire. Kill it. I'm already at that point. Like I know people kind of get into that, midlife
They're
crisis
gonna be like,
thing.
You're
or whatever.
only 21. How dare you? Like,
no,
you're too young to be like this.
No, dude. As a matter of fact, I would rather be going through this now so that by the time I do get actually old, then I've already reached the point of acceptance. You know what I'm saying? So
I have to get better because I want to surprise the children. Like my friends' grandchildren and whatnot, so that they'll be like, she's an old lady, she can't do anything, and then I'll just like beat them in basketball and just start mollywopping them.
Just
like that'll be wonderful.
Just like pull off your shirt and your pants, and you have a black belt and gi underneath. You're like, all right, y'all thought this was a game. Okay.
Just flip them.
Just randomly start beating up kids. It's just great. Just grandma just start beating up kids.
I can't argue. My body already deteriorated. Like my body's weak as hell. All this darn cancer treatment.
Bro, I mean that what is, so how exactly does that like affect your like in terms of like how your body feels? Like what?
My body mostly feels tired. Basically, like my body was sometimes hurt out of nowhere. Like right now, like my left knee is hurting as we speak for no reason. Sometimes I might be out of breath for no reason, or I'm just out there. 5 minutes later, brother, you okay? Hold on, give me like 5 more minutes. But everything's getting better. I just gotta take it slow.
Yeah. Bro, shout out to everybody who's out there. Struggling and stuff. Trust There are people who understand, and you know, we're all in this together, guys. So let's have a lot more positivity. I knew you were gonna. I knew you were gonna do it. I knew you were gonna do it. I knew it. I knew it.
Oh, then it's gonna be Lauren or me who's gonna do that.
Look, I'm
also,
last question. Okay.
Oh, can I?
Go ahead.
You can read it.
Okay. So someone asks, do you guys have any favorite books that you like to read? They've been getting back into reading books for fun since they have trouble reading, and sometimes they struggle reading at all since the book may not be interesting. So do you guys have any book recommendations before I go?
I do, but I'm not sure it's available. So this is like a book series that I've been listening to for 2 years. I think it's over now. It's basically a crime/mystery kind of series. So it's like, a lady who owns a country store, she's a cook and everything, but for some reason she always finds herself in trouble, investigating the crime when she's not supposed to. And then all of a sudden she gets into, a point in a scene with the killer and like, oh, you're not going to put me in jail, and all of a sudden, out of some magical power, she near stab him in the eye or do something to get away from them, and then they'll go to jail, but at the end, she got married to her true love. That's all I gotta say.
That was spoilers.
I dude, like what? Like, dude, are you kidding me? Why would you? But why would you see, bro? It's always that one dude, bro. It's like, yeah, man, you should definitely watch the show. Like, at the end,
I don't think y'all will be able to find it. That's why, because you see, actually, I don't have my phone in here. Because basically, it's like from the National Library Services for Disabled People, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure if it's available to regular listeners. So
I mean, it's like a fully published book, right? I mean, I'm sure
available. They would be able to.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know exactly, but
I'll give you the title. At the end.
My book.
Yeah.
That's a great question. Read 1984 if you haven't read it.
1984. I'll give it.
It will make you think, especially in today's society. It will make you think a lot.
In what context?
Because it's basically about like the how do I say this? It's basically about how, if I can give an analogy or give a way to connect it to today's society, it's about how, like we have Big Brother, right, watching us, like the government and society and like,
I can see the kind
of like the control that all that, and it's not like about that. It's a story that kind of connects to that, it's just a very good read in general. It makes you think a lot about that stuff, and it's very relevant today. So it's definitely a good read. That's the first thing I
seems like he's already read it. So Adaze has been X'd off.
No, I haven't read it. No. Actually, I that's one of the books I've been meaning to finish. See, I'm one of those people where I start any piece of media and I will stop halfway through. I stop halfway through with everything.
Stop talking.
Everything.
As an avid book reader, you're literally making me die.
No. But this is not books though. This is just anything. This is not a personal thing against literally any TV show. Like I will stop halfway through. Like,
wait,
like movie, I will stop halfway through.
I want to see something.
I know I'm evil. Go ahead.
I want to see. So, the last time we spoke, Adaje, you were watching Death Note. Have you finished Death Note?
Obviously not.
I am halfway through.
Oh my god! Okay, we're gonna move on.
I'm sorry. I know. I'll listen, guys. I'll try to be better, man. I'll try to be better. What is your book, Lauren?
Okay, so I have one that'll kind of like, similar to 1984. You might get mad at me for this one, but
don't you dare! Don't you dare! If it's anything, shout out to Miss Nataraj. If it's anything we read in Miss Nataraj's class, I swear I will come across, bro. I will come through the Zoom room, bro. Don't play with me. Do not be that lazy.
I have two recommendations. Calm down.
Oh my gosh.
Calm down.
Right, go ahead.
But I would like to recommend Animal Farm.
Oh no.
Oh,
no, Lord. Oh man.
I don't know if this person likes to read long books or short books, so I was trying to like give a good array, and Animal Farm is a pretty good book. It's pretty decent. Okay? You get a bunch of talking animals overthrowing basically the humans. That's such an interesting topic. Okay? And I just really like the ending. That's all I'm saying.
Animal Farm is a really deep book. Like there's so many layers to it.
You'd think it's so
beyond
silly, but
it's beyond. I mean, but to be fair, like let me not be judgmental, because some people out there like might genuinely not know what Animal Farm is. But if you're like the two people who live under a rock, hello Patrick, who don't know what Animal Farm is, oh yeah, go ahead and read that. If you weren't forced to in high school, there you go.
I like to remember about Animal Farm, because I remember Mr. Uman at Drew, right? He was playing the movie about it. Realistically, there's a time
I got to watch the movie.
Yeah, so I was still going blind, and he would make us take notes, right? I was sitting up at the front trying to look at the screen, right? I could not tell what was going on. I couldn't see it.
To be fair, it is a honestly speaking, like just like the first time I read it through, I was just like, literally almost all of it went over my head. Like I was just like, what is happening?
Yeah, like,
and I was barely paying attention and still got it. Adaze, do better.
But can we not just
pile
on me?
I take it back.
I wonder.
Lauren, feelings, man.
Did you read Michelle Obama's book Becoming?
No. Why would I read like a real person's book when there's fiction? Excuse me.
Do not those that live in a glass house shall not cast the first stone. I will just say that, and I will keep it moving.
Oh my God! Now you added a third book to my recommendations list. Okay, shut up.
Oh my gosh! Go ahead, please hurry up. We have to finish the podcast. Go ahead.
Okay. I would like to recommend a book called Identical by Ellen Hopkins. It's really good. It's about these two twins that struggle with their father and their relationship with their father, and also their relationship with their peers. One struggles in school because they're bullied and they have a lot of anger issues, and the other one struggles at home with their dad because he gives her too much affection. That's all I'm giving away for that book. Very big plot twist at the end. You should read. Great book.
You know what's funny? I just watched a crime story on YouTube about this. Like the same thing. They were going through this at school and their family. If you find it on YouTube, like it's like on what's a plot twist, but I'm not going to spoil it.
Yeah, Mr. Spoily McSpoily Pants over there. Please don't. No more spoilers. I'm still shook over that last one, man. What if I wanted to read that book?
I don't know.
Now there's no point.
Yeah, there's no point now.
Even though I'd probably just make it halfway through and then stop. Anyway, Lauren, please give me your last book. Please give me your last book.
The last book is The Glass Castle. It also has a movie. Sorry for my dog featuring in the background, but that one's a memoir. It's actually something that's happened to that author's life. It's her describing her parents and how badly they were at raising her and her siblings, because they just did not want to have a steady job. They wanted to be homeless. It was very interesting. You should read. That's the last one. I'm done now.
Okay.
All right. We have a lot of great recommendations here. Someone said, Lauren, if you haven't read this, you should read The Hobbit. Read by Andy Serkis himself, the voice of Gollum in Lord of the Rings. I am too terrified to get into Lord of the Rings because I do not want to be one of those people who are into Lord of the Rings. I know if I read it, I will like it.
I've been tempted.
I know if I read it, I will like it, and then I will become one of those people, and then there's no going back. So
I think I only read like one or two of them.
I am very hesitant. Shout out to my boy Tanish. You've been carrying live chat. Just want to give you a quick shout out.
Yeah, I remember he was like original with Antoinette and him.
Yeah, shout out to Antoinette as well.
Yeah.
So y'all guys have been supported. Yes, our biggest fans.
Y'all day ones for real. But if anyone has anything else to say, any comments, anything?
Not at all. I think we talked enough today.
Okay, Kanye, drop the album. That's just a little cheer. Kanye, drop the album.
Rihanna, please come back to us.
Baby. Rihanna, please come home.
One song.
You didn't come home last night, and I was kind of concerned. Rihanna, please come home. Other than that, please. But other than that, guys, this has been awesome. We had great conversations, a lot of book recommendations. Please leave your book recommendations in the comment section below, and anything else we talked about. You guys, of course, start a discourse, start a conversation. Check us out on Clubhouse because we will be there on Saturdays at 2:30. We'll be there at 2:30.
It's basically on Adaz's time.
Also, check us
out. All right.
We'll be posting soon.
All right. So everyone's just taking shots at me today.
Cool. Discord server, you can go to our channel description and you'll find it there. Our Twitch also, and our Instagram. And I'm working on getting everything done off of this side. But yeah, links are there at the channel description.
All right, we're moving on up. You already know. Well, that has been the Easy Beasy podcast. As always, Brandon, Lauren, and myself, we will be here at 4:30 on Sunday every single week. So, at this time, you can sit back, relax, and listen to some pretty cool conversations. All right. That's been your boy. We'll see you.